Welcome to Co-op Chaos, a game life balance podcast. Here are your hosts, Bob and Aaron.
And welcome back to another incredible episode of Co-op Chaos.
Hello.
If you're a new listener, welcome. If you've been listening to the first couple of episodes that we've put out so far, welcome back, and thanks for joining us again. We're excited to have you here.
Heck yeah. Life updates. So, how have you been? I think the last time we got together, it was a little bit before, because we've had kind of a big break here between recordings.
We had a pretty big break between episode 1 and episode 2, especially because we had our initial episode 2 was a little bit of a flop. I think there was too much stuff, and
I think we re-recorded it 3 times.
Yeah, we did a couple recordings, and the great part about recording now is I'm in my basement and I can hear my washing machine draining. So, life updates, doing laundry, getting all the things done for the week.
Yeah, because your basement flooded.
My basement did flood. Yeah, so that's a great life update to talk. Well, maybe not a great life update, but certainly a life update.
It is an update.
Yeah, so for anybody listening that also lives in the Milwaukee area, I'm sorry if your basement flooded. Mine did. We had about 18 inches of water, and my gaming PC was one of the sacrificed to the floodwater gods. So I had to get some parts from some good friends and buy some more parts, and now that she's up and running, we can keep recording.
Hooray!
Hooray for recording and non-waterlogged PCs.
So yeah, now we're at the point where we're kind of getting back into the school year and gearing up for that chaos and madness.
Right.
Yeah. What else do you got going on? Anything else new? I don't think I have much myself.
Yeah. I mean, kids are back to school. I have 2 in middle school now and 2 in elementary school, so we have an even split. I had the realization at one point, probably like a couple of months ago, that my youngest child is never going to be in the same school as my oldest child, and my second oldest is going to be in the same school with the oldest for a long time until the split between high school and middle school, and then my third oldest is only going to be in the same school as my second oldest for 1 year, 1 year before he moves on to college, so they won't even be in the same middle school together. So yeah, it's kind of funny.
That's
nice little spread.
Yeah, I'm still just struggling with having the one in college. That's anxiety inducing.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty tough. Obviously, I'm going to have to deal with that in a few years, but what's that like?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, I guess. But, now that it's just coordinating things with, in terms of like, okay, I'm going to come back for this holiday. Can you pick me up? And, okay, I'm going to drive 2 hours.
It sounds like having a kid in college is logistically difficult. So that's good to know. I'll have to get ready for that in 6 years.
Oh, yeah. The other thing, very recently was we had to make an investment and purchase a hand truck.
Oh, okay.
One of those like the 2-wheel hand trucks or whatever.
Right.
I spent a little extra and I got like a fancy one that's got like a kick lever or whatever, and then it like folds down to like a flatbed type.
Yep. Okay, those are nice.
And then you can shift it back to a 2-wheel.
That's
and
super helpful.
We got that for the kid moving back into college, into the dorms, because the dorms there are ridiculously stupid. They've got like one elevator. You can fit like maybe 4 people in it standing.
Right.
If you cram, it's like the smallest elevator I've ever seen in my life. And it's slow as balls, and all the kids try to move in at once. It's ridiculous.
That's insane. We had a friend that went to that same school, without naming the school and giving information away, and we used to go and visit that friend sometimes, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we had one night that we were there, and there was all sorts of partying because, it's kind of a party school, which, good luck guessing that. There's like 80,000 party schools in the United States, so...
I mean, there's a lot of schools just in the state.
Right, yeah. And I remember getting up in the middle of the night because I had to go to the bathroom, and I was walking down the hall, and I couldn't find my shoes because the room was dark, so I just walked out in my socks. There was water all over the hallway floor. I get to the bathroom. I opened up the door. There's a sink pulled away from the wall on the floor, standing upright, and there's water shooting out of where the pipe was detached from it. And I was just like, I can't do this. And I just did what I had to do in the puddle and just walked away. It's like there's like 6 inches of water on the floor. And I'm in socks. This is terrible.
I one time bringing kiddo back to the college dorm, like I think this was like the first time dropping them off, and I was like on my way back to the house. I was like, all right, love you, see ya. Hey, where's the bathroom? I want to hit it on my way out. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like right down the hall. It's like right there. And I'm looking at it. I see a door. I'm like, okay, that's like, this isn't rocket surgery. We can figure this out. It's that door. Got it. Go down to the door, and I'm looking at it. And I'm looking at the doors, and I'm like, I don't see a male, female, or anything. I'm like, well, he didn't say anything to me about like use one bathroom or the other. So I'm like, all right, I really got to pee. Let's just chance this. First door I open, I see like female figure in a towel brushing hair and mirror. And I'm like, nope. Okay. Whoops. I'm going to leave now before I get the police called on me.
Oh, man. Yikes. Hopefully nobody noticed and they're like, this creepy guy.
Yeah, apparently they're just co-ed bathrooms, and I just wasn't informed.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like that. Good for them. To break the stigma of like, oh no, naked bodies. How terrible. But what a yeah, I would be like, all right, I'm for sure going to jail right now. Somebody's going to be like, this creepy old guy
just walked in the woman's bathroom, and you're just like, oh crap.
Man. Yeah. What else is going on in life? So you got a kid in college, you got a couple other kids that are starting the school year.
I'm trying to think. I thought there's something I wanted to mention. I thought I could talk about, and now I can't think of it.
I got one more fun thing. I think we talked about this last night when we were just doing our usual gaming, I think it was last night. We're looking to buy a new house, so hopefully I won't have a basement that floods, and
that'd be nice.
A bigger space because we have one bathroom for 6 people, which is a nightmare.
Oof.
And we have 2 older kids that are getting into their teens that share a bedroom right now, and I think they need separate bedrooms, so we're looking at least 4 bedrooms and just more space in general to live.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Oh, I had what I considered a funny tale, at least. So one thing that the 2 littles have been doing for me lately is like, how like the toys that they play with kind of changes over time. They kind of have like periods and patches of this and that. We're into Legos at the moment. Pretty hardcore. I'm down with this. I'm on board. No problems. It's a little expensive hobby, but that's okay. But the one thing that the kids like to do is, because most of the Legos that they like to get are Star Wars ones or Minecraft or whatever, but they have a lot of like little soldiers and ships and things. So they're like, can we do a Lego battle? Can we like get all of our ships and stuff together and do a battle. And I'm like, normally the kids do it with each other, and I'm like, it usually results in a fight because kids, like, oh, you can't do that. That's too overpowered, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
The age-old argument. So they want to get me involved now. I'm like, oh, no. But now I have to deal with the arguing. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm gonna start getting a couple of I'm gonna gear up a little bit. So some of the thing I went and I found some custom Lego figures. To start, I got some like ARC Trooper specific characters.
Those are awesome.
I also got the Doctor in a little
that's cool.
TARDIS. Whoops, there goes pieces. It's not well designed. You got to take what you can get with knockoffs.
Right.
And I got some Warhammer Lego guys.
Oh man, those look beefy.
And if you look right here, I have a full a full squad of Helldivers.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was kind of wondering what that was. I was like, is that like part of the...
I stuck some Lego
things
up here so I can just take
position stuff
and just put it right... Well, that's not going to stick. I'm just going to make a bunch of noise, but...
Need some automatons on there, like Pelican.
I've seen a Pelican kit, and I was thinking about getting it, but it was like some of these you got to be careful on which ones you get, because like the TARDIS one that I got, it was like, okay, this is missing 10 pieces.
Oh no,
that I cannot like source elsewhere at the moment.
It's like one of those like Temu like knockoff Lego type kits. Yeah.
So I have seen a Pelican one, and I saw an automaton one, but the guy that was selling them he's sold out of them.
Right.
Because it was right around the time when Xbox had just launched for Helldivers 2. So
okay,
I'm sure his stock was pretty well spent.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's severely depleted. He's probably got back orders out for weeks.
Oh, but anyways, sorry, I digress. For the first time, like, I had always been like, why don't you guys just play together? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you both be half of the good guys and half of the bad guys. Like, instead of one person being the good guys and one person being the bad guys, and you guys arguing about, who's defeated who. If you're both on both sides, you can both decide who defeated who, and it won't be a problem. They're like, no, that doesn't make sense. We don't like that. So they want me to join now. And now that I've been showing them like all these custom Legos, for the first time ever, they have decided to team up. And I think it's solely so that they can oppose me, because they're worried about the scale that I am bringing this, or going to try and bring the battle to.
That's hilarious. So they're like so afraid that you're going to like whoop them that they're like, all right, we got to team up. We're doomed.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, oh, there, we're cooked. We got to
give them a common enemy.
Yeah, basically. So I think that's a parenting tip. Give your children common enemies to unite them.
That's a great idea. I love that.
Okay, so moving right into the next segment here, our game of the moment. We had a couple different picks that we were going to try and do, and I think we're still going to do them. We're just, timing-wise and everything, we got to make sure you got enough people for certain games.
Yeah, I think we've got some really good ideas, a lot of games that we've played, so we have a nice little, like backfill of games that we're ready to talk about, but we're also still perfectly fine with any suggestions or any games that anyone wants to jump in and play with us and introduce us to, for sure.
But for today's episode, the game we are going to play is Alien Fireteam Elite, because it was on sale. Oh, excuse me, Aliens Fireteam Elite. because it was on sale.
It was on sale. It was $6, which is for sure a good price.
Yeah, that meets our under $10 whatchamacallit. I want to say quota, and I know that's the wrong word.
Budget?
No, not budget. Checklist items that it needs to meet requirements.
Criteria.
That's the word.
I have to use that good old vocabulary brain of mine.
So yeah, it meets that. It hit that $10 criteria for us.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't break the bank.
Yeah, it's not. Now it only goes up to 3 players, unfortunately, which I don't love. But sometimes, you can't get everybody on, so sometimes it's nice to have these little smaller games.
Yeah, I mean, in most of the games that we do play regularly, you can play up to X amount of players, so, like, we can do the 2-player mode in those, but, I mean, stuff that's new, so we're not playing Left 4 Dead for almost 2 decades again.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is, it's a third-person shooter, which I kind of like the third-person shooter because I enjoy seeing the character, because if you're going to play, like, a cool, badass character, like, you never get to see him. It's kind of
fun. Yeah, some games do a good job of making that a little bit less first-person feeling, where, like, they'll reach out with their hand and you can tell that it's the character that you selected because, they look different than the other characters, but I do like seeing the character as well.
Yeah. Let's see, do we want to kind of get into it and then keep going, or...
Yeah.
We kind of covered the... And I mean, the point of the game is just, as far as I'm aware, it's a story. Like, you go through the levels and kind of kill waves of aliens, and that's it.
Right. Yeah, it's based off of the Alien franchise, so we're just killing xenomorphs or being killed by xenomorphs. I'm sure it's a little crazy at times. But this is my first time playing. I know you've played a little bit, so...
Yeah, I played like the first, couple levels. I think that's about it.
Yeah, so I mean, I just walked into like a bay, like a dock with a ship in it, and I'm ready to go die for
some democracy.
Yeah.
Wrong game. This is colonial Marines. We're dying for a paycheck. That's democracy.
Yeah, that's close enough. It all works together.
I'm not sure if you have to at the moment, like if it's telling you like go talk to so and so you can do missions, or if it's like giving you any instructions. But I did invite you to my thing, so maybe it's not giving you any of that.
Yeah, it had me talk to a couple of people when I was still in my thing, but then I went to yours and I don't see any of the green exclamation points saying go talk to this guy.
So since right now there's only 2 of us playing, what it'll do is it'll put a little bot buddy with us.
Oh, nice. Wayland, that's the name of the evil corporation.
Wayland Yutani?
Yep. So
yeah, you've got your primary, secondary, and sidearm weapons.
Right.
You've got, if you press C, it brings up like consumable weapons, like grenades and things that does persist from like level to level. So if you pick up a grenade and you've got one in your inventory, and then we like quit the mission and leave, you're gonna have one grenade in your inventory. We go start the next mission, you're still just gonna have one.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't lose it once the mission's up. That's nice.
Or if you do use it, you've used it. You don't have that anymore. Like
right.
Those are consumable weapons, like one and done.
Okay.
But then you have those 2 powers. I've remapped everything, so I have no idea what you have stuff set to at the moment.
Oh yeah, it tells me what keys everything is.
Okay, so. Yeah, so yeah, those are reusable. Like they take a while to charge up, and there is a character that has a grenade as what his reusable. I think it's like the generic first starter archetype.
Okay.
Character. But I don't know, these guns were just so darn good. Like just having one of them in the team like made a huge difference, I felt.
That's
because I
good.
died multiple times. Because I think we're just playing on like normal at the moment, whatever the intro difficulty level is. I think there's an easier one and a harder one to start off.
It's probably a good thing.
But doing that, I got my butt kicked so many times.
So at what point do the aliens start like coming out? Like, are you just kind of like doing the motions and then?
Yeah, they'll start coming out pretty soon. I've gone through this same level like I want to say 4 or 5 times at this point. So yeah, they'll start coming out at like expected intervals. Like if you play through the same level, you'll kind of know when they're coming.
Okay.
So yeah, once we go through this door, we'll start seeing them.
This thing's been idle a long while.
There'll be like one up around the corner here that if you see real quick, you can shoot, but otherwise it just runs away.
Okay.
Oh, not this corner. I think it's the next corner.
I hear some different music.
And then we'll go down another hallway, and then we'll get into a fight.
Is that red canister there something that blows up if you shoot it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
And like the levels have like things that like they hide for like, oh, like you found the hidden secret, like you unlocked a hat or something.
Oh, nice. Is there friendly fire in this?
I think on this difficulty level there might be.
Okay.
But I think it's minimal. So once we hit this corner, we'll start to get attacked. It'll be from this direction first, and then eventually from the back direction.
Okay.
So yeah, once we get up to this little spot.
All right. So one thing that we can say for sure, and some people, are iffy about language. There's some adult language going on, so good thing for people to know if they're gonna potentially consider playing this with their kids. But I don't know why you would play this one with your kids.
Yeah, this one already seems a little like I think it's going to be too scary for a family game already.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about monsters that burst out of people's chests.
Yeah, it's a little heavy for the kiddos.
Yeah. Did you figure out what your aim down sight is?
No, I didn't. C? No, that's not it.
I think it might be right mouse click by default.
Yeah, it does like a kind of zoomed in aim down sights, but it's not like like looking through a scope.
Right, but once you if you change the settings, you can change that to a toggle instead of a click and hold.
Okay.
Once you're aiming down sights, try and press the shoot button.
Oh yeah, it says target lock failed.
So once you're aiming down sights, you just press and hold that shoot button and just move your mouse around the screen, and it'll fire once you're moused over something.
Oh no.
And when it's not over something, it'll just stop shooting so you don't waste ammo.
Okay.
But when you're aiming down sights, you move very slow, so that's the trade-off.
I do appreciate that the sound effects are like the guns sound like the guns from the movies.
Yeah, it's the very true to the original sounds.
Like I thought the creep factor would be a little bit stronger because the movies are more of like a horror, like a space opera horror kind of thing.
The second one was a little bit more of a action film, I feel like.
Yeah, the first one was a lot creepier.
More
the
like
second one was
horror.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to put the TV show as. Like, the last couple movies have all just been, like, weird and out there. But the show's, like, almost kind of like its own thing so far.
I feel like the last few films, or last couple of films, I don't even know, because there was, Prometheus, and then Romulus. And I don't remember if there was another one or not.
But, I mean, the show's kind of very much its own thing, it feels like. Whoa!
Okay, that was creepy.
Because, I mean, it starts with, like, Wayland Yutani, like, a whole nother, like, exact same, like, setup as the original Alien film. But they kind of succeed in retrieving, like, a bunch of different alien biologicals. And they're actively transporting them back. And then, of course, something goes wrong and they crash on Earth.
Through the door.
Right. Okay.
So now it's not only a xenomorph is there, but then like all these other different types of aliens that are all their own varieties of danger. And I mean, at the moment they're, at the moment they're contained, but as is with every horror, whatever, somebody's going to do something, stupid, and get everybody killed.
Right. So this looks like it's going to trigger an attack.
Oh yeah, I should throw down. I think I picked up a turret. I can put down. Let me. I think I've got. Whoops, wrong button.
How do you pick stuff up?
I'm gonna put some mines down. There should be some crates that are actually right by us here, or there usually are. Yeah, this crate over here. Did you already open this?
I did, yeah.
So if you hit C, it should bring up a radial wheel.
Oh, okay.
And that's all of your consumable weapons.
All right.
Actually, I'm going to put down a couple more mines.
Okay.
I wonder if these mines set each other off. I hope not. Gonna find out.
So for the most part, these aliens kind of come from specific spots. Like they're not going to drop down behind us unless we know that they're going to drop down behind us.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think for the most part they kind of come from that direction and that direction. Like these two,
okay.
They're going to come from the stairs.
Yeah. And you've got mines set up over here, so I should probably be careful of that.
Yeah, I don't know if we can set them off. I'm ready when you're ready.
I want to find out. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you play a game like this and it's unnecessarily difficult in the normal level, but this one seems reasonable.
Well, this is still just the intro difficulty.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get attacked in here. We're gonna get kind of from all directions. I like that they give you the little radar, but it's so small that I can't keep an eye on it. I have to glance down.
Right. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was in a different location in the screen.
Yeah.
Maybe center bottom would be better than down and to the right.
Oh, behind us. Yeah.
I was kind of wondering, I just ran through the acid intentionally. I was does it hurt you to do that?
It does.
It sure does. Oh, that one's creepy.
It's a bloaty. I could easily see how this game could scale up in difficulty.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I think they kind of do it by making the monsters tougher, which I don't like. I'd rather just have there be more of them.
Right.
But I think they might do both. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so far, this is a fun game. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, the controls are... I don't know, they feel a little, stiff.
Yeah.
Not sure how else to put it, but they're not bad once you get used to them. I think it'd probably be pretty good for a controller layout.
Yeah, I agree.
Just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it'd be better suited for controller play. As much as that pains me to say.
Does it support controller? Let me look real quick. Yeah, full controller support. So yeah, this is definitely a game that there's those people who prefer controllers. It's definitely an option. Which some games I do prefer a controller. What game was did you play that Jedi game? They just came out with a new one, Survivor. Was it Jedi Survivor?
Oh, I have both of those games and I haven't played them yet. Because they were on sale one day and I was like, ooh, I should get these because I for sure want to play them.
They're wicked good.
That's what I've heard. I've heard they're phenomenal.
Definitely recommend them. They were a lot of fun, but just single player. Sadly, it'd be cool if they came up with a third one and they made it co-op.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do we have for... Oh, I can put a turret up. Yeah, I mean, the graphics aren't amazing, but they're definitely, like, by today's standards, like, good enough. They're good. They're good graphics.
Fine. Yeah. Like, they're kind of similar to, like, a Left 4 Dead, you know? They're not, like, super updated, but they're still not that out of date, you know?
Yeah.
And there's games that come out now that the graphics aren't even as good as this.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
On the bright side, I think my laundry has all stopped, so hopefully I don't have any more background sounds, but once I get my new desk, I have a new desk coming for my setup, because I have this like little tiny like kid's desk that I've been using the entire time, but it got some flood damage, and the bottom drawer basically is just like rotting out, so I like pulled the bottom drawer out, and I just need to throw the desk out, but I think the desk is coming... later this week, Monday, Tuesday. How's everything going to come from? Is it going to come around the sides too?
It'll mostly come from that direction, but there will be some that comes from this side tunnel over here.
Oh, good to know. But
and
not
then,
like around the back.
The elevator right here will come, and then we'll have to like run and get into it.
Okay.
We can keep shooting. I've been able to like fight off the wave, and it does stop.
Okay.
But you can also just run to it and just like finish the level.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we have to call the elevator, whenever you're ready. I'm good to go.
I'm ready. I was born ready.
All my boards just lit up.
178 seconds never seemed so long.
The AI in this game definitely sucks. The amount of times I've had like the characters run in front of you.
Oh, right.
Is crazy. So that little bot drone is just constantly just running back and forth. And it's like, dude, just pick a spot and hunker down.
I thought my like auto targeting thing wasn't working. I was like, man, why isn't this like shooting anything? It's because you guys are killing everything faster.
Oh.
Yeah, it's already dead.
There was one time I was sitting there like, why won't it fire? And it's like there's big words flashing on the screen that says out of ammo. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, make it a little difficult. It's always funny in games and movies and stuff like this when you hear like you just have to hold out for one more minute, and you're like, do you not see the same thing we're seeing?
You're lucky if I hold out for the next 10 seconds.
Like, I don't even know if I want to hold out for another minute. I'm getting destroyed. Well, I think it seems like we're doing a pretty good job, but...
Yeah, we did pretty good, actually. Oh!
Oh, boy.
All right. I think we got him.
Oh, that wasn't that bad. All right. So now what? Return to base?
Yeah, I guess so. It's fun. I could definitely see, like, being like, hey, like, you want to go, like, shoot some bugs and hop onto this if we only have 3 people, you know, and need something different besides Helldivers.
No, I agree. I think this is an easy one to get into, like, the ramp up to gameplay, you know, and, like, being able to play it was quick. You know, you pick up on the controls relatively easily.
I think something like this might actually be good for our friend that was having that eye issue too.
Oh,
where he couldn't see the controls for Helldivers or the inputs.
Right.
For the stratagem.
I guess that's something that we'll have to discuss with people. This
is a little bit more point and shoot. You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. For sure.
I'd definitely play this again. Like from what I liked that it has a progression system. I liked the customization of the weapons because I don't know that you even got to try out that at all. But if you go into your loadouts, you can tweak. There's little spots for like new magazines and stuff that you can pick up during missions.
Okay.
Or you can go over to the armory over there, and there's like a guy who will sell you stuff.
And those are functional, I'm assuming they're not just aesthetic.
Yes, I mean there are aesthetic things that you can purchase, but like I have a muzzle attachment that is giving me, plus 20% to weak point damage and plus 30% effective range type stuff.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Little buffs and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It was fun. I liked the majority of everything. I thought, easy to get into.
Controls weren't bad. Graphics are nice.
Yeah, controls aren't, they're not like stellar. They're not terrible. They're easy to pick up and understand. What I didn't like about it, I don't know if I had anything I would say like I don't like about it. It just seems like a pretty solid little game.
I would say one thing is in terms of what I to be fair, I've only played this game a couple hours now at this point, but I can see it getting very repetitive.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the same time, any game's going to get to that point eventually. So,
right, if they're no longer adding new content or whatever, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and I mean, this game, it's one of those games where certain games when you see on sale, like you only ever see them, like the most you ever kind of see them on sale is 20% off. What did we get this on? It was like 70% off?
Yeah, I think so.
Or something. So, I mean, I'm sure those sales come and go all the time, and you can snag it at a decent price. So,
yeah,
for what we grabbed it for, the amount of fun, I'd definitely play this again. I don't know if I'd necessarily move it into a games that sustain category, but it's definitely one that I could be like, hey, you want to do this tonight? Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, not a great family game.
Yeah, definitely not family in terms of gameplay and language and just the content. It's a little scarier for younger kids. Maybe like, if you had like a mid to like late teen, they'd be fine playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So games that sustain. What are you still playing at the moment?
Well, now that my computer is back up and running, and I can play games again, I think we have, Helldivers 2 is still there. We had a fun night recently where we introduced somebody to Left 4 Dead 2, and that was exceptional. I always love Left 4 Dead 2, even though we know every single inch of those games as if they were, like the back of our own hands. Like we've played those games through and through and through, but I still enjoy it. They're still fun. I still hold a minor hope that someday Valve will be like, we figured out how to count to 3. Here's Left 4 Dead 3. Here's another 3. And this 3.
And Half-Life 3.
Right. Yeah, all those games. Team Fortress 3. Anything. They're terrible. But here we are playing on their platform, basically. But, yeah, that, I still play a mobile game. I'm not going to go into intricate detail about Marvel Strike Force. It is what it is. It's getting onto that, like, decade-old mobile game stage where I think it's just going to phase itself out soon. And I've already decided, like, once that game's done, I don't think I'm going to play mobile games anymore.
Yeah, they're very, very easy to get kind of sucked into, and very good at stealing your money.
Yeah, they do try to do that really hard. They're like, you just need a few more shards for that one character. $3 doesn't sound too bad.
Just drop a couple bucks. It's not too bad. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they're awful.
You're like, $3 here, $2 there, before you know it. But yeah, Helldivers is still going strong for me.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, we've been playing Repo a decent amount lately with some of our extended crew. I don't know if I'd want that game. I don't know if that game would be as sustainable for me in terms of there's no progression system. That's just something personally that I like. A lot of people are really into roguelike games, and I don't necessarily understand it.
Yeah, I agree. I like a game that's got a lot more substance. I mean, again, me going back to Left 4 Dead 2 here, but I think what we loved about Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 was there was just, like, so much going on, so much good stuff, and like the transition from the first game to the second game, it was like new characters, new levels, and then they made like the crossover between the two, you know, so like that was like really strong for me. It was like, oh, more story. They had like a comic that tied everything in. You know, I love some good like transmedia storytelling where they have like different mediums to talk about the content. And
that was cool
really,
when that stuff was coming out. Yeah,
that was so fun. That was probably the most genius thing that they did, and I think most other games weren't even doing anything like that at the time. So it was a really good fan service and just like a service in general. I wish more games would do something like that. I don't know that Repo is ever going to be a game that like hits that hard, but I think we kind of have like when we game, we almost have like an appetizer hour, you know, like a cocktail hour where it's like we're kind of playing like some game that's like a little bit more like light, you know, kind of like, you know, gets the palate sort of teased, and then we're like, all right, let's play one of the games that we're always going to play until the end of time.
Yeah. Or seems like what we've been doing lately. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than Left 4 Dead 2, Helldivers 2, I don't really have any games that I would put on my games that sustain list. I haven't touched my Nintendo Switch in months because we're waiting until Christmas to get the two oldest kids their own Switch 2s, which, rest in peace, my bonus, but here we go. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have anything else that I'd throw in there. Maybe still Deep Rock, but I haven't been playing that as much.
I haven't either, and, you know, funny thing, my second oldest has been playing it because I was like, I think you'd really like this game, and he's been enjoying it, so I like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I need to get him to share his info with like you and the crew, so when he's on, if someone else is on and they want to play with him, I mean, I have no problem with you guys playing with him, obviously.
Yeah, my boys both have that game, so that's something that they could play.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good for them to play that together.
So I guess we gotta kind of wrap things up here.
Yeah, well, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, we can wrap things up. So thank you. Hopefully this was kind of a little shorter episode, I think.
Yeah, we'll have some of these short.
Just the two of us, and we'll do shorter episodes and hope maybe some longer ones.
Yeah, thanks for listening to Co-op Chaos. We hope you enjoyed it and connected with something and have some games to share with us. Maybe you'll play with us sometime. You can reach out to us at coopchaospodcast@gmail.com.
All game audio and sounds featured on Co-op Chaos are the exclusive rights of their respective developers. Bye!
Bye!